gosh. If you caught the short the other day, then you know that we just picked up another bike. We picked up a 2012 Victory Hammer. It's a 106 with 6-speed, sweet bike, man. Big 250 back tire, inverted forks. But it's also got some dents, dings, chips, scratches, and it's just plain boring ass vivid black. So anybody who knows me knows that I ain't riding around on a plain boring black bike. We can do black with metallic, which is exactly what we're going to do. So I have Rolls-Royce black here, and Rolls-Royce black is going to turn out about the same as the Eclipse green on the Indian. It's going to look black in the shadows, but then in the sunlight you're going to see like a dark navy blue, because that's what all the flakes are, is dark navy blue. And just like how the Indian, when it's in direct sunlight, looks, it's got that dark forest green, it's going to be the exact same thing. In the shadows, black, color in the sunlight. And so this is a temporary paint job. My wife's going to want to, what do you want? Huh? I don't care. Anyways, my wife's going to want to airbrush it and all that. She's coming up with the paint scheme she likes. She's doing all her pondering and looking at tropical glitz and whatever. But for now, I'm not going to ride it looking like that, you know. So I'm waiting on materials for 2 other bikes, but I want to keep the videos rolling. And so I just figure, you know what, I can't do their bikes yet, but I can do my bike. I mean, I can do her bike. Her bike, I should say that, her bike. But I'm going to get yelled at. I don't want to get beat up. But, what? What? You got a problem? Anyways. So yeah, we're going to get started on that, man. It's got some minor little dings, and we're going to fix those. I'm going to show you how to do basically a scuff and shoot, not a full in-depth paint job, but a scuff and shoot. Since we're going over a black base, it's not going to be a lot of detail in it, plus I'm going to use black primer. I'm going to explain it all as we go. Let's get started.
With protectionist tariffs. But what is Trump doing? Canada seems to have a short...
Y'all need to chill out with all these zip ties, man. Between this bike, I ain't even half of them. I'm working on pulling all this LED crap off. This stuff right here, guys, all this junk, that's fire hazard stuff, man. Y'all quit playing with that for one. But with the Victory, and then with this chopper, man, between these 2 bikes, there's like 4 packs of zip ties on here, man. Y'all need to chill out. These things don't add horsepower to your bike. They don't make it go no... It's not more aerodynamic. Stop it. Stop it, man. You need like 1 zip tie every 10 inches. These people got zip... Man, tripping. All this wiring. Look, zip tie, zip tie, zip tie, zip tie, zip tie, zip tie. Stop it. Stop it. So luckily, the only thing on the bike that had any damage at all, I mean, there's light scratches, but any real damage, you got 2 little chips right here that they put some touch-up paint on. Got a ding here, something got dropped, and then up front here. Looks like the bike was in a slow speed, little wipeout, slid maybe, but that looks like the forks came up against it. And the only other damage other than that, that's obvious, that makes it look like it's been laid down, is some scratches on the exhaust, but it's been painted over. So luckily none of these dents are deep. They're all less than 1/8 of an inch, which some people say you can get away with a 1/4 inch of Bondo. I never do more than 1/8, and luckily neither of these are, I mean, they're both like right at 1/8 inch. So I'm gonna scuff them up real good here, put 36 in the dent, 36 grit sandpaper in the dent, and then fade it out with 80 and 320, and then prime it. But I'm not going to prime the whole thing. We're going to do a spot prime and fade it out. Once you have your spots pretty well scuffed up, wipe it down, wax and grease remover, make sure the surface is super clean. Clean as you can get it. Wipe it down 2 or 3 times, because that Bondo's got to stick forever. So get those spots as clean as you can. So for small jobs, I always just use a rattle can, and this time I'm using black. And the only reason being is because when you just do a small spot, you don't always know how it's going to change the color from like the original paint to the repair, you know. And so we're doing black, probably going to be fine, but I'm going to go ahead and use black primer anyways because it is an option. But like if this was black and this is gray, and then I spray, say, a blue over it, you might see a difference in shade from here to here. And so that's why I'm using black. Probably don't have to since we're going with black, and black usually covers good, but why not, right? So anyways, you'll notice this gloss line still around here. There's a reason for that, and the reason is we want to be able to fade out. So all of this has been faded out, or feathered out is what it's typically called in bodywork. And the goal is to make everything as smooth as possible, from the repair to your primer to the old paint, which will end up getting either wet sanded or done with Scotch-Brite. But everything just needs to be one smooth. Like this here will come up easy where the primer goes. It'll come up really easy because it's not scuffed at all. All right, so you got to always remember that primer takes time. It's got to shrink, and you don't want to top coat it the same day. So I'm doing this all over the process of, you know, like a week. But I just thought I should clarify that before you, because it's quick and easy. I could do this all in like a day, day and a half. But you got to take your time because this Bondo and primer both shrank a little bit. So now what I got to do, I got 320, and I got to feather out these hard lines just like we did before. You got to feather that out and get these hard edges down and make everything one smooth, even blend. And then I can start my wet sand process. So by now, y'all get the point, right? It started out as this little ding somewhere around here. And then we go wider and wider and wider and wider until we're able to make everything one just smooth, even surface. So this was a high spot where you see this little bit of Bondo poked its head through there. I'll be able to put the glaze here in this little pinhole. And then whenever I put just a little spray of primer real quick, it'll just cover both of those. And then we'll give it a light scuff and it'll be good to go. Mountain tires for a guy just an hour ago, and he started talking about he wants to get the Dyna painted. He has a Dyna, he wants to get it painted, and it's black, and he wants to get it painted black. Y'all know me and black bikes, man. We just talked about this in this video. So I'm about halfway through this. It's been a couple of days of filming of getting the bike to this point, and I'm almost ready to spray it, and he happened to just catch me right in time. He wanted black, and y'all know I don't really do black. I will, but it's the most boring. It's boring, man. It costs the same to put a cool custom color on there that it does to do black. So what we came to is this. I'm gonna give him this Rolls Royce black that I was about to spray on this Victory. Because I mean, why not, right? It's a temporary paint job anyways. So basically the Rolls Royce black is black paint with heavy blue metallic, and it gives it this blue sheen, whatever you want to say, in the sunlight. And I'm going to be doing this navy blue that's called Berlin Blue by GM. And just like I say, it's a temporary paint job, so I'm not going to stress it too much. But he can have it. His isn't going to be temporary. That's going to be on his bike for 20, 30 years. This might be on there for 2 or 3 weeks. Might be on there 2 years. I don't know. So I'm going to go ahead and put this blue on my bike so he can have this Rolls Royce black. And yeah, but everything else, nothing else really changes. All the concepts of this paint job are the same still.